شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوي پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا
Assalamu alaikum, welcome to this hour's news with me, Marian. Maulvi Salam Hanafi, the administrative deputy of the Prime Minister of Islamic Emirate, met a number of scholars, local officials and nobles of different provinces of the country. In this meeting, they demanded the establishment of schools, clinics and developmental projects by the Islamic Emirates in their areas. At the same time, Mr. Hanafi considered ensuring security of providing services for citizens and creating better living conditions for the people as one of the commitments of the Islamic Emirate, adding that they will reach to their request in the framework of facilities. The deputy spokesman of the Islamic Emirate says that the works of around 300 check dams have been completed across the country. Alhamdulillah Fetrat says that the funds of these dams have been given by the Islamic Emirate, which have been built by the relevant ministries in different provinces. The Islamic Emirates' efforts to strengthen water management and underground water. The deputy spokesman of the Islamic Emirates says that most of the 355 planned check dams have been handed over to the sectoral ministries. In 1402, the Islamic Emirates started the construction of 355 check dams at the country level, most of which have been completed. The Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock has built 138 check dams. The Ministry of Energy and Water has built 117 check dams, and the Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development has built 100 check dams. The countrymen appreciate the efforts of the Islamic Emirate in the field of water management and say that this work has reduced the threat of floods in the rural areas. Here, where water dams have been built, people have been provided with work and the water level has increased. Here, at the same time in the past, trees would be seared and wasted, but now they are fresh. We are very happy with this, because many of our young people will be busy working and the land of the people who have land there will be irrigated and they will reap the harvest from it. First, we will use it in agriculture. Second, the groundwater will go up. Third, the spring of floodwater that goes from us will be stored. This is while, since the establishment of the Islamic Emirate, concrete steps have been taken for water management and controlling it, and in this section, work is also underway on large dams along with the Kosh-Tepe Canal. The professional deputy to the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock says that the world can reduce poverty in Afghanistan by investing in different sectors in Afghanistan. At the international conference on poverty reduction and agricultural growth in China, Maulvi Usmani said that now the field for investments in the country has been prepared, and economic experts consider that participation of the Islamic Emirate officials in such conferences to be effective in attracting foreign investments. The spokesman of the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock says that the professional deputy of this ministry emphasized the importance of supporting countries that are facing problems of water scarcity, war and other disturbances at the International Conference on Poverty Reduction and Agriculture Growth in Beijing, China. According to the spokesman of this ministry, Maulvi Usmani, in this conference asked the participating countries to reduce poverty by investing in different sectors in Afghanistan. Maulvi Usmani, in his speech, emphasized the importance of supporting those countries that are facing water shortage and other problems. If the world wants to reduce poverty, it is better to start from Afghanistan, because now Afghanistan is a safe place for the world and agriculture, mining, industry and trade have developed. On the other hand, economic experts consider the participation of the Afghan delegation in the International Conference on Poverty Reduction and Agricultural Growth important and say that such conferences can cause economic growth and job creation in addition to attracting foreign investments in various sectors. The participation of the delegation of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in China conference can be good not only in order to show the problems and proposals of Afghanistan to the ears of the countries of the region and the world, but also it can create interests by providing job opportunities in Afghanistan for investors in Afghanistan. Countries that have done a lot of work in the agriculture sector and we can use their experiences, and as a result, it will help for the growth of agriculture and also for the improvement of the economic conditions of the country, and it will reduce poverty in Afghanistan. During his trip to China, Maulwi Sayyid Razam Osmani, the deputy of the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock, visited the country's saffron production farms and requested to use China's successful experiences in the field of saffron cultivation in the country. At a cost of 30.5 million Afghanis, the work of rebuilding and renovating of the Directorate of Education of Kabul City has started. The Ministry of Education has written on its website that these renovations include the repair, painting and concrete of the corridors, which is supposed to be completed within a month. According to this ministry, the expense of this project will be paid from the development budget of this ministry. More than 100 policemen graduated from the Nuristan and Farah province headquarters after receiving professional training. Mufti Abdul Mateen Khaneh, the spokesman of the Ministry of Interior Affairs, said that among the graduates, 63 are from Nuristan and 50 are from Farah province. According to Mr. Khaneh, the officials asked the graduates to be diligent in providing security and to have good relations with the people. The Ministry of Education announces the completion of the construction of an orphanage at a cost of 1,500,000 Afghanis in Musai district of Kabul province. According to this ministry, this orphanage was built with the financial help of the people of this district and equipped with classrooms and other facilities. In Kandahar province, 4,100,000 Afghanis cash was distributed to 200 poor families. According to the agreement signed by the National Disaster Preparedness Administration of the DRC organization, in cooperation with the Department of Disaster Preparedness of Kandahar province, distributed cash aid to 200 families in Shorabak district. In this series, 20,500 Afghanis were distributed to each family, which is 4,100,000 Afghanis in total. Food was distributed to 3,500 affected families in Badghis province. The National Disaster Preparedness Department says that these contributions include flour, oil, beans, and salt, have been distributed by the OCRH Institute in coordination with the Department of Disaster Preparedness in Badghis province to those affected by the drought in the districts of Muqur, Abkarmi, Balamurghab, and Ghormaj. This was all for tonight. Thank you for watching.
شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوي پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا